Hi everybody, welcome to my video. I'm just going to show you some of my old Christmas stuff. Here's some things that I put on the mantle this year. I like to decorate really differently every year. These are nice old plastic Christmas bells. I love these. I have some other stuff. This is kind of cool. These are old, like an old string of pom-poms with some tinsel on them. This is very, very old garland. Just tell from the feel of it, even the sound of it. Anyway, I have some old knee huggers. I love knee huggers. I pick these up at yard sales and thrift stores all the time. Here's a totally insane old reindeer. Look at those eyes. Oh my. Here's an old Santa Claus. Somebody put him in that cardboard chimney. I don't think he really belongs in there, but I'm going to keep him in there because I think it's really adorable. Here's an old cake plate from the 40s. I just got these this week. I have the whole set of these musician angels. Those are really cute. That's like an early hard plastic. And I got them on, they're on crescent moons, and then I also have a bunch on stars. I think I have a set of 10 of them, and they're really in beautiful condition. Anyway, I just love those. Here's a nice kitschy ornament. I think that's by a company called Brite. Kind of cute. There's like a weird old boot, probably also from the 60s. So I have a lot more of these figures, but this is what I decided to use this year. Some cute faces here. That one with the gray hat is actually a knee hugger also. Here's another knee hugger. Here's a great old Sputnik ornament. I used to have a lot of these. I think I've sold them through the years. Now I kind of regret it because I kind of like them. Anyway, I have a couple of them though. Here's a couple more knee huggers. There's a great old Season's Greetings sign. This might be from the 40s or 50s. I have the original box. The original box is also really, really awesome, but I couldn't find it for this video. I just had it the other day, but God only knows where it is. So here's some old tinseled lights. I think I have 2 or 3 strands of these, and I think I have the original box for those. All right, so let's take a look at the tree. My apologies to all the purists. This is not an old tree. It's just old style. It's from Treetopia. I like it because it's electrically safe. That is an old tree topper though. Let's take a look at some of the ornaments. Some are vintage, some are mid-century, some are 70s, some might be modern day. Like that one I think is newer. This one is by a company called Glass from Germany. That's a blimp over a city. It's kind of interesting. Now some of these don't dangle down. They clip to the top like that candle right there. I used to have that whole set. I broke most of them through the years. It does happen. There's another candle right there. The glass one. I like to use different shapes and also different colors and different yeah, just different, I guess. Here's one made out of tin. That might be handmade and hand painted. Here's an unsilvered ornament. That's circa World War II. They needed the silver nitrate for the war, so they started making them unsilvered without all the shiny stuff on them. It's kind of a weird, like, gnome guy in a tree stump. A lot of the obligatory indents. I love that bell. Something really pretty about pink and yellow, I think. Let's see what else we have. There's another unsilvered one. Okay, this one I love. This one's all made out of beads. I think those were kits you could get in the 60s and 70s. I know my grandma used to have those. I have a lot of those. I don't have them all in the tree this year. I love that beehive one. There's an old red glitter one that's totally from the 60s. So this guy's antique. He's made out of pipe cleaners. He's holding a Christmas tree. I think I have 5 or 6. I got that one, I think, in the summer. He's a cute little guy made in Japan. I have a lot of these eggs. They're kind of Fabergé-like eggs. I got those at Michael's. Those are not old. Most of this stuff is old. I like to kind of put the newer ones on too because they have nice shine. I like kind of creepy ones like this. Let's see, I have a lot of pink ones. People really like the pink ones. They do sell for a premium. Not that I'm selling any of these, but just saying. I have a lot of birds this year that I put on. And these are called Mercury picks. So kind of interesting. I actually just got a whole bunch of these the other day for $1. I got them at a thrift store. Let's see, my husband plays guitar, so we do have a bunch of guitars on the tree. What else have we got? There's like a weird teddy bear thing. See that turquoise guitar, pick rather? Let's see, there's another guitar, some vintage grapes. I love her. She was $1.99. I got her in a thrift store. She's all glass. She's so breakable. And she has these very sexy fishnet stockings on. She's all glammed out. Real feathers. Some icicles. Here's an ornament that my husband hates. He keeps moving it to put it in the back of the tree because it frightens him. I love that guy. He's probably from the 60s. And this is an antique. That's Santa. Let's see what else I've got. Here's an old one. That's an acorn, I guess. Here's an old plastic ornament. That's probably from the 50s, that angel. This is very old. My father loved cardinals, so we always put a cardinal on the tree for him. It's a weird dog. That jug back there is very lovely. The handles on that are so fragile. They're glass and they haven't been broken in all these years, but as I always say, give me some time. I'll get to it. I break them every year. Another old Santa. It's one that's painted on. That's probably made in Germany or Poland. Here's another one of those beaded ones that I really like. I just got those this year. That one that says joy, I think that's a shiny Brite. That's called a stenciled ornament. I have a bunch of those. Let's see. Oh, here's this other girl. So she came from the same thrift store as the other one. She's very sexy too. She's got this tight dress on. She has a boa, earrings. Probably not old, but really charming. Here's an ornament with cherries. Here's an antique. This Santa is paper mache, I think. He was probably made in Germany. He could be as old as the 1880s. He may be as new as the 1920s. He's pretty cool. Here's like a weird felt boot that is probably from the 60s. And I have this crown here that I really like. That's felt. This says Westminster Abbey on it. And let's see, more icicles and some birds. Oh, my floor is really squeaky. Here's another one of those beaded ones. I just got these this week. This is called a bird cage spinner, and they were 50 cents each, and I got a set of 8. I got mostly pink ones. I love that. If you blow on it, it spins around like crazy. Scary monkey. And another scary monkey. He's totally from the 60s. Let's see, there's another spinner. That one is a star. And a guitar, because my husband plays guitar. Another angel. There's another unsilvered one. There's a creepy monkey back there. Or what is that, a teddy bear maybe? Oh, I don't know. Look at this guy. He's kind of fun. It's a disco ball. It's a plastic. You know, I got this one and then I think that's supposed to have something in its hand. Anyway, here's just a Hallmark Howdy Doody one. It's another kind of weird 1960s one. Let's see, there's another pick. I love this old glitter one. There's a Chihuahua and a ballerina. It's another old bird. I really like these tails. They're really cool. Anyway, my friend got me that turntable that is not old. It's another shiny Brite stenciled ornament. Here's an unusual, it's like a toy gun, but there's like bits in there so you can make it into a screwdriver or something. I don't know. I don't really understand this one bit. I just picked it up over the summer, I think. There's a weird river boat. Let's see what else we have. Wow, so pretty. And I really, really do love this tree. There's a Hallmark genie with her bottle. It's an interesting vintage Santa face, and I love that yellow one. That yellow one's kind of feathery. It's probably from the 70s. There's a weird fat porcelain bird. It's another beehive ornament. I have a bunch of the beehives on this year. Some nice colors, some nice textures. I love this. I think that's supposed to be a swan, maybe. It's very, very delicate. I got a bunch of these. These are really kind of interesting little birds. Let's see what else I have. That one's probably Jewel Brite, that plastic one there, the silver one. More indents. And, wow, this floor is really squeaky. I haven't really noticed it before. There's like a weird little guy hanging down there. Another spinner, that's one of the pink ones. Let's see. And that is, oh, that's interesting, that star. And he's kind of cool. Another like weird guy from the 60s or 50s. It's an apple. So this is kind of freaky deaky. Some sort of weird cable car with really mod looking people. It's pretty weird. It's plastic. Really cheap looking. Did I show you the shovel yet? Look at this weird kitschy shovel. Merry Christmas. Just as cheap as can be and super fun. Oh, you know what one I really like? Well, I like that crown. But let's see. There's something behind that. I like that carriage thing back there. See that? Isn't that nice? That's plastic. Kind of kitschy. This one I got this week. It's really a beautiful, beautiful peacock. This is plastic, which is what I like about it because it's very light. Doesn't weigh down the branches too much. Here's a nice felt ornament. It says Westminster Abbey on it. Let's see what else I can find. Oh, you know what I wanted to show? Let's see if I can find this one. I think it's near this girl right here. So here's another Jewel Brite, I think, right there. But you see the ornament behind it? That has like metal mesh around it. And I think that's really interesting. It says Austria on top. It still has its tag. But I think that's an interesting ornament. I think it's a pine cone or something. And I guess they put that mesh on it so it might be less breakable if it falls. I don't know. There's a mushroom. Anyway, it goes on and on and on. But that's some of my stuff that I decided to put on the tree this year. I have a lot more in the attic. So next year, I will probably put all different stuff up because that's how I do it. I change it up every year. So anyway, I hope you liked looking at some of my vintage Christmas stuff. And thank you so much for watching.